The smiles are different, but the energy is the same. One of the craziest bait and switches they could do for Dina as a character is if she's legitimately innocent. Like, she's not suspicious. Because at this point, there's just been too much painted against her. Maybe she's just a very competent spy. Always acting like she doesn't know what things are happening, so in case someone's listening in. Because this could be a misdirect. This character here could have been waiting somewhere the whole time. But the way they're fucking showing our better Aqua, there's just too many possibilities of misdirects that, like, I'm willing to think that things aren't as cut and paste as they seem. Did she just shove that up her puss? So how are you teleporting people without their consent? You don't know the value of consent. Did Dina just take away one of our defenses for 10 minutes and leave Lufus defenseless to go against Jupiter? The author of A Wild Last Boss has the chance to do the funniest thing possible, and that is make Dina truly just Dina, an NPC. Now, do I think that's what's happening? No. I'm pretty confident she's Venus after this episode, for sure. But could you imagine all of the foreshadowing, all the breadcrumbs, all of the on-the-nose, this gotta be the same person, and the author just casually at some points has Dina and like Venus next to each other, and it turns out like, nah, they actually aren't the same person? Because that would be the wildest red herring I've ever seen. Those types of moments that make you think, oh, this gotta be building up to this, only for it to be the most boring option possible. I'd laugh my ass off. Now, there's always been moments of sus. From near the beginning, the concept of potentially Lufus being memory manipulated made sense to me, especially for a character with memory manipulation. I've seen deflections to that statement. Well, how would they manipulate the memories? Blah. We've already seen how. Let's be real. The big thing was last episode, Dina was waiting, and it looked like Jupiter was approaching her. But the thing that was wild about this episode is that it makes it look like Dina, yes, was waiting for someone, but then immediately, like, avoided meeting him. And the thing, too, is she kept speaking out loud in a way that almost cleared her of suspicion. Like, oh, I need to tell Lufus this. I don't know why they're doing that. There was something about her presentation. It's not like she was trying to convince someone next to her that she wasn't involved in things. Like, there was no one around. Maybe it's just a really good defense mechanism that allows her to be like, I don't know. So if anyone overhears, she never looks sus. I don't know. Maybe she's got some memory manipulation herself going on and she doesn't realize some of the shit she does. I don't know. But either way, whether it's her grin at the top of that tower or the building, and then you see Venus do the same goddamn grin. Is it different? Yes. I'm not saying it's identical, but it's very much the same energy. The worst of the allegations, though, after we interrogate her, hey, memory manipulation, we don't really remember you, you just kind of exist. A lot of shit that's happening, we don't trust you. She avoids her charges for now. Now, as much as I kind of want to throw our MC against the wall for why would you trust the character who you just had sus allegations with in taking a character away for you for 10 minutes, at the same time, given how much memory manipulation seemingly is probably at play, I don't think I think we have elements where we break through and we're like, we can't trust you. Oh wait, no, we can. We can't. No wait, I can trust you. And I think it's that more than anything, which I think shields her. But it's the fact that we take away one of our protectors. Libra's no longer here because we're reloading after swallowing ammunition up the hoo-ha. And now Jupiter's fucking around and finding out. If we go under the assumption that Dina is a goddess, right? Does Dina act as an avatar? Is it a case of like when Dina's not around, that means she's in Venus form, and when Venus is around, Dina's not around? Or is it two separate characters in one body? There's a couple of questions I have here. But I think it's like 99.99% likely that Dina equals Venus. Venus equals Dina. The question will be, did you just summon some random guy from a world to act as a chess piece to move around your world because you're trying to manipulate the world to a certain destination? Is that the direction we're going? Hard to say, but If this turns out to be a misdirect, I don't think I've ever experienced a bigger misdirect in all my life. Now, if you got this far in the video, make sure you smash that like, share your support, subscribe if you haven't been new around here, and of course, Patreon's where you can catch the full live reactions and all their hype and glory. If you also want to help fund the channel videos just like these, while also getting entered into a giveaway, because we're doing a 1-year membership giveaway to the Patreon if you join before the end of this month. So, this was probably the most interesting episode. I think any episode where you have like truly your mind able to race and theorize, speculate is always going to be the most fun stuff. I mean, I don't even think that's really a hot take anymore in the anime community. Like, of course, there's the Oonga Boonga crowd who thinks like the most explosive action is the most exciting. But I think it's kind of a common opinion anymore that like episodes where the community gets to like talk with each other more than, did you see fist? Did you see boom? Is like less interesting to talk about than, oh my god, is A character, B character? How does B character relate to C character? It just is a more interesting discussion for stuff online. Not to say there isn't key fights that have happened over the years that definitely explode way more in popularity, but I think as a whole, theorizing episodes like these are typically seen as the more interesting, and I think rightfully so. I honestly wonder, because for a while, the Dina stuff has been, I'm not going to say subtle, but it's been a lot more subtle. This episode dropped like 3 or 4 giant moments that kind of like paint a spotlight on her as like, oh shit, that gotta be her, right? Where the past episodes, you're like, oh, we walked back into you manipulating the memories of a group of adventurers. What's to say you didn't do that to us? I mean, when we first brought Libra back, right? She's like, I don't remember you. And then she's like, ooh, you must be really strong. A character that could slip under my radar, impressive. Like, they've always tried to navigate it with a little comedy as if, like, there's always an out. This episode, there's not many. The only thing that really kind of shielded her, in my opinion, is the way she was talking to herself out loud. No one was around, and it almost acted like she didn't know what was going on. Which could be a case of memory manipulation even on herself. Maybe it's a really good disguise that, like, you never are able to properly give up your information. I don't fucking know anymore, bro. But all I know is, it's not impossible for Dina to still turn out to be a good character. Like, maybe there's noble intentions behind the manipulation, but I don't think there's any denying she's manipulating this whole shit with memory manipulation. She got legendary magic that no one else should have. The X-Gate shit. This is basically my like entire mood this whole episode. I know what you're doing. That's the whole episode. And probably why it's the episode I enjoyed the most. Holy fuck, what a great episode. I can't trust this bitch as far as we can throw her. But I wonder where we'll go once the punchlines are all properly revealed. What are your thoughts down below, though? What did you think of this week's episode? I mean, I don't think many people have truly thought Dina as just statue Dina for a long time. Maybe there's a couple. So, like, I think this is all just kind of like, it's like Vindication is like the Vindication episode. But at the same time, like, where are we thinking we're going with this? Is it just a goddess trying to protect a world, or is it a goddess trying to fuck around? I don't know anymore. Let me know your thoughts down below. Drop a like, share your support, subscribe if you're new around. Of course, Patreon, full live reactions and exclusives like, hey, I also like to give video shoutouts to those wonderful patrons. So today we got Kakyu, AI 740, Sean 1815, Gun Bunny, True Obelisk, Damian Shysik, A Barrett, and we also have Austin Fernot. So I appreciate the support. Please take care. You'll have a good one.